Hello, hello. My name is McCabe, and today I'm doing an informative speech on the band called Right Away Great Captain. Right Away Great Captain was formed in 2004 as an indie rock band and also as a side project of Andy Hull. Andy Hull is the lead singer of Manchester Orchestra, and the thought and idea of this side project came to him in a dream, and he decided to roll with it. And so this band, Right Away Great Captain, produced 3 different albums. The first album is called The Bitter End, and it was produced in 2007. The second album is The Eventually Home, and it was produced in 2008. And then the third album is The Church of the Good Thief, that was produced in 2012. Now, his overall theme for these albums was a story that he had while he also had the dream. It is about a sailor who his wife cheated on him, and therefore he ended up murdering his brother because that's who she cheated on him with. Now, the first album mainly focuses on about how his journey of sailing made him into the man that he was. And he had a captain who taught him all of his life lessons and taught him how to be a better man. And he was gone for a very long time. And then when he went home, he stumbled upon his wife cheating on him with his brother. And that is how the first album ends. The second album begins with him coming across the scene and reacting in a very angry manner, but still keeping his head and leaving. And he goes back on another journey on the sailboat, and he has his captain for a little while longer, but then his captain dies. And therefore he becomes the captain himself. And he's captain for a few years until his men start dying off one by one. And so when the last man dies, he decides that he's going to go home and murder his wife. Well, when he gets there, he ends up murdering his brother instead of his wife. And that is how the second album ends. The third album begins with him waking up and realizing that he has murdered his brother, and that he's lain across his wife, and that their children have seen what has happened. And so he tries to escape, but the farmer next door had heard the murder, and so he had already called the police, and so he went to jail. And the third album focuses mainly on his life realizations and the fact that he killed his own brother, his own flesh and blood, and that he's shameful. And a lot of the song titles focus on how ashamed he is and all of the thoughts that he has had during his prison sentence. And that is the band Right Away Great Captain, and that is why Andy Hull decided to write about